Kenneth Bird. My company is Crystal Edge Technology Screen. The screen paint you're seeing right there is one of the blackest screen paints we've ever developed. I know I said that about the Phantom, but actually what I showed off today, showing you a quick look earlier this morning of basically a pour out next to a Black Phantom versus the 38 Black Widow. Black Widow is actually an extremely black screen. But like I said, we do these black on black demonstrations to show you at the end of the day that our product does not match black paint, black film, or black fabric, which means you can't mimic the screen. Some people feel they can do the same thing with black paint. Some people feel they can do the same thing with films and fabrics and so forth. But just to show you that, no, it's not going to mimic the black technology. Now, we do this with all our screen paint products. At the end of the day, to show to our customers that at the end of the day, you're not being shipped a black paint product and just everyday black paint, that we can basically back up our products. That's something you need to see at the end of the day. And like I said, this is also to a big concern when it comes to gray screen paint products. At the end of the day, we were able to match a lot of these products to basically everyday household products, which household paints at the end of the day. So that's why you need to see these side by sides. So we did this demonstration on the first one with the smaller sample screen. Now we have it at 80 inches. And to show you again, and keep in mind at 80 inches, the first formula we made was black. But when we painted it again on the surface that I need to have outside for testing for weather conditions on the product we have now is actually blacker than the first one. So actually really amazing. And on top of that, doing the demonstration again, showing off the white levels of where our screen white levels lay at compared to another black surface. We call this a black on black test. Now also to keep in mind that the screen, the Black Widow, does not have its heightener attached to it, which means there are still elements of the product that are missing. The screen's at around 15% done. It does have color enhancement technology, but there's 3 elements missing from that to finish off the screen, which we're waiting for that to get here. But as for the ability to be able to heighten its white levels and produce really insane white levels, we don't have that yet until probably around February the 16th. We'll have it on 16th or 17th. We'll have that final element in. But right now at 15% and without that coating, that ability to be to heighten its white levels, it is doing absolutely fantastic, which we know that once we add the heightener to it, it is going to be absolutely insane. So this is our test right here showing you right from the door, our demonstration of our product at 80 inches. You can see there is no way that fabric's going to match the screen or film or everyday black paint. So we got everyday house paint, film, and fabric next to the 38 Black Widow at 80 inches. You got, like I said, at the end of the day, you have to back your products up. Have to back them up. Looking for something that can't find. I know what I had. All right, so let me go over here real quick. Because this is something, like I said, we are, I found them. This is what we're looking for too. I'm doing orders at the same time. Like I said, at the end of the day, this is something that you have to be to back up when it comes to your products. And as you can see, we show you the room, fully lit environment, plenty of light in the environment, no dark corners. That's one of the things you do not want to be watching demonstrations where people are doing demonstrations in dark environments. Again, you have to be to see exactly what you're getting at the end of the day. I was able to adjust my screen to get up there just right. I'll show you real quick. Red screen.
Getting that from YouTube.
Now, as I explained before, if your white levels don't come up correctly, then guess what happens after that? That means your screen turns dark. And if your screen turns dark, including black technology, you can't pull proper color, even on a black screen. Some people feel at the end of the day they have to take a lot of black paint, they put some white paint into it, and some glitter into it. They're basically going to be to make the same product. Not even going to work. You still can't see white light at the end of the day, and that's going to affect your colors at the end of the day. Going to have a lot of problems there. Yellow screen.
Getting that from YouTube.
See? You have to be to see white light. And it's a certain level of white light you have to be able to pick up in order to be able to accept color. So it's not as easy as people think it is. Like I said, I have a few people I actually see trying to make this dark technology. And the only thing I see out of their demonstrations is you take a screen, they put it on the wall, they hit it with a projector, it's done. I can do the same thing with black paint. Literally can do the same thing with black paint. You got to go through these tests that you have to go through. This is how you're able to show if your product can actually accept white light. So you have to test against black fabrics, black products, all kinds of black stuff you can think of. You throw it against your screen to see at the end of the day if your product can even match one of these at the end of the day. And the same thing goes for gray screens. Gray screens have to go through the same testing. And there's nowhere in the world you're basically putting out a gray screen and you're not doing any tests against any bare silver screen, any form of gray paints at the end of the day to show that your product doesn't match. You have to do those tests at the end of the day. If I can come up here and do these tests so easily with no problem, what is the issue? I can never understand that. But all I see when I watch people do demonstrations with screen paints, they'll paint it onto a surface, stick it in a dark environment, hit it with a high-end projector and go, oh, we're done. No, you're not done. You're nowhere near done at the end of the day. You still have so much testing to do. It is not even funny. You should at least have 3 weeks of testing on that. At least. Sky blue, screensaver.
Getting that from YouTube.
Now, if you notice, I'm only homing in on colors that are really light colors because our screen has to be to produce a very high bright color. If I produce dark colors, any of these can pull dark colors, but it's the high bright colors you have to be to produce at the end of the day. Let's go with neon orange screensaver.
Getting that from YouTube.
Neon orange screensaver. Oh,
Getting that from YouTube.
wrong choice of words. Oh, there it is right there. Boom. See? So when I hear naysayers coming and complaining about this, that, and the other, man, y'all need to get your act together and do your tests correctly at the end of the day. Y'all come in here complaining, and mind you, people, listen to when I say this. We have the naysayers that come in here whining and crying about this, that, and the other, about how, where's your test demonstrations? We do this with every product. Every single screen paint I have ever developed goes through these tests. Where is your test demonstrations at all? Period. Where are they? I've never seen any test demonstrations done with a gray screen paint product showing, here's my product versus network gray 773 or 4 different forms of gray. No, you don't do that at the end of the day. I got more tests lined up under my black technology than you guys have combined in 3 years. Where are they? Where are your tests? You don't have any because at the end of the day, you're dealing with an outdated product that can easily match house paint at the end of the day. That's why you don't see it. TLC 4K demonstration.
Getting that from YouTube.
That's why. You can't back your product up at the end of the day. This product is only 15% and I can back it up. It doesn't even have the heightener technology embedded into it yet. And look at it, look at the results of the technology. And this screen is super jet black. If I had requested for you guys to do your tests right now, starting now, any test that we do under this technology, you have to match it. You couldn't do it. I don't know where you guys get this best of the best nonsense from at the end of the day. Because I guarantee at the end of the day, I can buy your product and I can match it to a household paint within a couple minutes. But you can't match mine. So that's what I like to do, people. I like to come out here and I like to show my customers pay a good amount of money for our products. And at the end of the day, they got a 100% guarantee at the end of the day that they don't have just black paint being shipped to them at the end of the day. But when it comes to a gray screen paint product, you can't even tell. When we tested it, you really can't tell. You can't tell whether or not if you're getting Sherman-Williams or anything else under the face of the sun. What's the difference? Tell me, I would love to know what's the difference. We tested it already. Got the demonstrations to back it up. What's the difference? You can't tell one from another. Even in the demonstrations under Bamboozle, when that projector went off, you couldn't tell one from the other. So what's the difference? Because we can show you ours with no problem. Ain't no difference. No difference at all. So I suggest, gentlemen, get your test done. because sooner or later your products will be here on that table, and we will test them against to see exactly if you can pass one of these tests. As I explained to you, you got two types of contrast. You got clean contrast and you got dirty contrast. I showed you that with the UV mix and that gunmetal screen by daylight. Two different versions. One can see white light, one can't see white light, but they're both dark. Now you have a screen that's ultra black that can accept white light, and it doesn't even have a heightener technology embedded into it yet. Not even in here yet. But we show these demonstrations off because at the end of the day, our customers need to know if they're basically getting black paint at the end of the day. You see how dark my screen is? My screen, this is my screen, not reaching at the bottom. That's how black my screen is right there at the bottom. See how black that screen is? That screen is, I told you, it's ultra black. And black paint can't even match it at the end of the day. Look at that. Fabric doesn't even match it. That's what they got to do. That's why I said at the end of the day, you have to be to back your products up. So at the end of the day, if somebody says, hey, look, if I buy 80 gallons of your product, how do I know at the end of the day that I can't do the same thing with black paint? There's a demonstration right here. There's one right here. There's one right there. How many links are there? What about black fabric? What if I want to drape black fabric across my stage? I can get the same results. Here we got black fabric over there. What if I get film? A lot of people think film will work because light can travel through it. No, it doesn't accept white light because it can't read it. But at the end of the day, if somebody says, oh, what about gray paint? What if I get bare, or what if I get some network gray or some silver mist? Or any one of them, could I do the same thing? You could actually literally do the same thing. No problem. I love this technology. We don't even have the heightener in it with it yet. So these are tests that have to be done. It's not something like, and at the end of the day, you would want to do these anyway. Wouldn't you want to be curious to know whether or not somebody could match your product with a tablecloth at the end of the day? Or maybe black paint or whatever. Would you want that? It comes up often. Anytime you develop black technology, it always comes up often in conversation. How do I know you're not shipping me black paint? There you go. So that's why I sat there and I was curious about thinking about, okay, what about gray paint? How do you know at the end of the day you're not just getting a can of gray paint at the end of the day? Oh, because it's got some glitter into it? Oh, I could do that over here. I could basically just take some gray paint, drop a little glitter into it, ship it right to your front door. You wouldn't even know the difference. How would you know? Where are the test demonstrations? Oh, there is no test demonstrations. Okay, then there you go. Unless they go on to do a demonstration with that 2, 3, 4, and 5, which we've requested off the demonstration, you're not going to know. Or if you do a demonstration with everyday basic paints and show a difference between night and day, as you saw right there, you're not going to know. So how would you know at the end of the day that you're just not getting everyday house paint with a little bit of glitter sprinkled into it? You don't know. So they're hoping at the end of the day that their customers don't ask that question. Me, at the end of the day, I'm hoping they do ask that question. I love doubt. I love it. I love doubt. So when somebody doubts my product, go, here you go. There's a link. How many links you want? There you go. 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 I love it. But they can't stand it when somebody basically asks them some questions. So today, gentlemen, I got another challenge for you. Now, I know you didn't do the outside demonstration. We all know that didn't happen at the end of the day. That's not going to happen. So, question. What is the difference between your product and house paint? Now, I know Crow can easily go in this vehicle, drive over to Home Depot or Lowe's. We don't want to see that. We saw the bare silver screen test. That was a fail, complete fail. Because at the end of the day, if you'd have dropped 2, 3, or 4 tablespoons of black paint, you'd have matched your product easily at the end of the day. I want to see you do that network gray 773 SW773. Go to Sherman-Williams, pick up a gallon of that, paint that down the side of your screen, and show there's a difference between your product and everyday grade paint. And I guarantee you, it won't get done. As a matter of fact, next video, I'm going to put down a huge captions requesting for Crow to do network gray SW773 today. Show at the end of the day that you're not shipping your customers basically gray paint in the mail. Because like I said, by his policies on his website, if you read through them bad boys, on his policy on his website says if that product drops on your property, it's yours, which means you can't get a return on it. You guys are going to have a rough time with this screen because this screen is going to be challenging you. Even when before your product even gets here, you're going to have to challenge that technology. So that's what you need to know. Heck, look, we shouldn't have to ask that question. We're asking it for the sake of just seeing if you can back up his product. You guys are buying that stuff at the end of the day, so you have to make sure you know what you're not getting house paint. Your money. At the end of the day, my customers know what they're getting because we test their stuff over here. Oh, by the way, those are $3,000 certified screens, by the way. I forgot to tell you that. I wanted to see how my technology measures up. We got the blade version of a DMP Supernova, which I wanted to see today. And since the product is now darker than what it previously was, I want to see exactly how the certifieds are going to stand up. But see, usually your guys are not used to, I'm just talking about the people who have the naysayers who have great products, great paints. You're not used to seeing these demonstrations at all. Because who you buy from can't back their product up. All right? That's why you're seeing them first here. Oh, here. There you go. This is a screen that pretty much chewed up Crow's UV mix. It chewed it up. This is a daylight screen. That's gunmetal right there. That's real 100% gunmetal. Not that UV mix nonsense over there that couldn't even pull up a proper white level. This is proper gunmetal. It's a $5,000 screen. Red screen.
Getting that from YouTube.
See? So you're talking about a screen. These screens up here took years to develop. I mean years to develop. And you talk about a technology that took us no time at all to engineer. It's 15% done. It doesn't even have half of its elements added to it. And it took on a, well, that's the screen that destroyed Crow's screen right there. It took on a $5,000, $3,000, and $4,500 screen. And these are supposed to be gunmetals. These are the darkest of the dark, the best of the best. Until we get a chance, or maybe one day we'll get a diamond in here. But it's easier for you guys to get a diamond because they don't fear you at the end of the day. I mean, they thought our technology was good in 2015. Imagine this nightmare right here laying against a diamond screen. Blue screen.
Getting that from YouTube.
This is just for fun. We did the white on white test. This is for fun. I forgot one of these blues have commercials attached to it. There you go. Now, I'm definitely don't want to hear the emails already. Oh, this, oh, that, oh, this, oh, that. Don't email me. At the end of the day, back your products up at the end of the day. That's what you need to do. I can come out here and back mine up with no problem. I can throw certifieds against my screens. I can do black fabric against my screen and show a difference. Back your product up. So you're going to write me angry emails about the Widow technology. Let me explain something to you. The Widow technology will blow your stuff clean out of the water easily. I can buy all your products and wipe them out, you and Part at the same time. I could blow your screens out outside if I want to. Your products are actually old, they're outdated. That's why I have canceled orders. That's the part that you guys don't understand. I have canceled orders. You couldn't process an order. You could not. I gave you money. You could not process an order. You gave it back to me. At the end of the day, it just clearly shows that you are terrified of our technology. You can't back your product. Let's do a contrast demonstration on our black technology. Ooh, the goldfish. There's no way in the world if three certified screens that could easily eat through y'all stuff with no problem whatsoever, and it's having a hard time struggling against our technology, you really think at the end of the day you have a chance against what we design over here? Can't even do an outside demonstration at the end of the day. That's sad. These individuals who claim they make these amazing screen paints that have these, what they call building systems and whatever nonsense. And at the end of the day, still these dark environments they sit in. Look at this. Watch this, Jamie. Look at this. You can see that, right? See my little items right there? You can see them crystal clear. My projector, I don't even have to stand over top of it for you to see it. Look at it. See my wires and cables and all that good stuff, right? Why in the world would I be doing a demonstration? I have to be this close to an object to show you what it looks like. If your area is well lit, you can see that from right here with no problem. You see a gumball machine, see a Starfinder, and Darth Vader's helmet over there. See all that crystal clear curtains? You can see the curtain rods, everything. You can even see the white support beams I have here to hold up my screen. Why would I have to be that close in order to show you that? That shows you your area wasn't well lit. Your area was dark. That's why you had pockets of dark corners where you couldn't make out objects in the corner. That's why. Look, you can even over here, way over here. You can see the scissors, remote control. Look how well lit the house is right here. Yeah, stop doing fake demonstrations. Let's get your personal mix. Personal mix, which I find most interesting, I'll tell you why. This is the product that was custom designed for a customer and another customer. And it was supposed to be something really, really special about it. That was supposed to be different from all these other products. Something custom made for its customers. We can make this with 4 tablespoons of black paint into a quart of white paint by using your tutorial video. I can make your personal mix for free. Really don't have to buy that. Let me see. Let me get a little tape here for that. Now, this is the person that was so terrified of his product being tested out over here in our environment that he actually went the extra mile to scam us and send us black paint. And then commit mail fraud on top of that. Because you couldn't back your product up. How do you gentlemen explain that? I'm being nice and I'm calling y'all gentlemen at the end of the day. I'm not calling anything nasty. I'm calling you gentlemen. I'm being nice, being very polite. Partake canceled orders so fast. Like again, same $160. Literally got the money back in our account so fast that we used the exact same $160 to buy all 3 of his products. Here's your product right here. This is supposed to be the custom mix in the Bamboozle video. We claims he made this product. It's supposed to be popular. Everybody wanted it, blah, blah, blah. I can make this in my sleep. It's nothing but house paint. That's all it is. Put you right over there. You don't pick up anywhere on anything we have over here. Now, the thing about that whole Cinemax, we had Cinemax over here. We had the customer brought it over. It didn't do anything special. And just to show you again, we got rid of it, and we're going to rebuy it again and do the review all over again to show you that it still can't do anything special. And then use your projector doing it the whole entire time. You claim, like I said, the biggest claim he makes on this particular paint, and we all know this. I've been to forum sites, man, and asked this question, and they just sit there and laugh. Like, who's making these comments at the end of the day? You made a comment that you said that the Cinemax can produce the same contrast level as a black screen. That's the dumbest thing I've ever heard anybody say in my entire life, besides that whole stacking system at the end of the day. Oh, no, 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 no. It's not the stacking system. Putting distilled water into paint as a delivery system. Now, keep in mind, if a person had a great product such like that and say they could produce a contrast level equal to a black screen, where's the demonstrations? I don't see any. Where are the demonstrations? In our demonstrations, we talk about how our products can produce higher white levels. How many demonstrations do we do on that? We constantly do demonstrations on showing different products against the screens, even drawing into the screen and having fun to show you that our screens produce a high white level. So, of course, if my screens have that capability, I'm going to show it off as much as I possibly can. But if you're talking about a screen that can produce a contrast level equal to a black screen, then where's the demonstration of black paint versus your product and your screen blending into black paint? Oh, people, man, that's the reason why we got cancel orders, and this is the reason why they can't bring the product over here, because it's not going to be in a comfortable environment. Like I said, when I was on the website and what I saw, I thought that was his video. That was actually a customer that was sitting in an environment that dark on an LG demonstration. Are you kidding me? An LG demonstration? That's the most easiest demonstration to do. There's nothing but white light in there. LG 4K jazz demonstration. Very easy to
Getting
do.
that from YouTube.
How do you have to be in the dark to be to display contrast levels in that video right there? I'll show you why. Because it can't pick up. And the LG demonstration, if there's any black that picks up, the gray screen automatically is going to turn tan. Any screen that can't properly see contrast level next to an ultra black screen is automatically going to come up tan. That's why if you're making claims that your product can pull contrast levels equal to black screens, you need to go out and buy yourself a bucket of black paint. Paint the side of that screen and show that you can pull up a contrast level equal to that black surface. Now, black paint, yeah, can pull contrast at the end of the day. It can. The only problem is with black paint, it can't see white light. And because it can't see white light, that's why images come out dirty and dark at the end of the day. But it can pick up a contrast level. So with that being said, by you making these statements that the Cinemax can pick up a contrast level, all you got to do is just go buy yourself some black paint and do a half and half, which we haven't seen yet. That's why your customer was sitting in the dark. Because that screen would have flashed gray every single time. Even if a black screen wasn't present, it still would have flashed gray. Because it can't see contrast levels. But our technology can see all three: white levels, color, and contrast, which makes it the dominant screen, even over certified gunmetals. Let's see how easy it is for me to blow out your product in 3 certifieds in a fully lit environment with a projector that cost me $300. It's not even calibrated at the end of the day, and my customers can afford it. This is the easiest demonstration to ever do. You know why? Look at all the colors in it. Every once in a while on a blue moon, you'll see those that contrast will push in. Majority of that video is mainly a lot of colors. That's why they choose to use that one. Now, if you did the fish, on the other hand, that would be a hard one because the background is straight black. That'd be harder to do. See? The background is always black, which means your screen will be constantly washed out all the time. Nowhere to hide into those colors. Even the Starfield is a difficult one. Now, at the end of the day, you got an option. Your option is, bottom line is, when my customers buy our products, If they go out and buy black paint, paint the screen, they're going to destroy their screen at the end of the day. We already know it already from the door because they can't see white levels, and they can't see white levels, you can't see color or contrast. The screen's going to come out dirty at the end of the day. But the question is here that when it comes to your gray screen paint products, what's the difference between that network gray or silver mist, which I got to go pick up today anyway, that silver mist product versus everyday gray paint? Drop a little glitter in there from Lowe's, and you got his product at the end of the day because he has no demonstration showing there's a difference between one or another. So what's the difference? There is none. Nope. I think I'm gonna pick up that ultra white today. I gotta finish up working on that from upstairs. I think, well, let me get some of that. I need that silver mist. A silver mist is very nice too. Nice color. Oh, and as for the personal mix that you claimed it has this special ability, keep in mind in the center of the personal mix, there's actually the network gray SW773 smeared on that sample sheet. And you can't see it because it blended into the screen. See it now? You can't see it. Can you right there? See it? There you go. You see it? There you go. That's network gray 773. Match your screen perfectly. This is the mix that you call yourself making something special, engineered differently. If your product was engineered differently, it wouldn't match anything at the end of the day. If you did your test properly, you would be able to tell one from another. You would be able to tell that at the end of the day it's not going to match. See? That's network gray 773 by Sherman-Williams. I have to put it up on the camera for you to see it. Interesting that someone does a video that way. They have to be up on the camera for you to see it. But yeah, same thing. Almost the same thing. And this is going to produce better because this is much lighter. This is going to produce a much better white level at the end of the day. But you can't tell one from the other. You can't. Really can't at the end of the day. I'll put you back over here. There we go. Let me see. Now I got to do another black versus black test today for Facebook for them over there. But yeah, I'm curious. I mean, bottom line, we did our test over here. And at the end of the day, I always say, look, if I faked any demonstrations, feel free to do it yourself. And they haven't been done yet at all, period. Not one demonstration. As for that whole tablecloth, what you're trying to get your, my product doesn't, your product matches the tablecloth, Crow, it does. And when you do that demonstration next time, make sure you're in a max out zone because that's where we did the demonstration at. Everybody we posted that demonstration to kept saying the same thing. Why is the environment so dark? Do it in a well-lit environment and lighten it up. As a matter of fact, take it outside. You can watch them both fade at the same time, which is not a bad idea. Which I mean, we have a warm day today. We can take that outside. I have two of the products. I wonder what the UV mix will look like outside. All right, I need to, okay, we got to do this right here. I'm still busting orders at the same time. Getting that taken care of. Yeah, we need to do those tests. It's very important. Let's go to that in New York City. Oh, let's do some fish. Reason why the Dark Star 9 is having an issue in there because between the core reef, there's black. See right there? It's a black level right there. That's why the Dark Star 9 is having an issue picking up. Now, what is the difference between the daylight screen and any one of these? Well, the daylight screen will crush. Mind you, it's a screen that can pull a contrast level and a white level. So if you put it against this gray mixes, it's going to pull a higher contrast, better reds, better blues, and so forth. If you put it against his UV mix, it produces a higher white level, or makes the UV mix like it's dark and unwatchable. There is no way in the world you beat a certified screen. That never happened. Let's go with some, let me see. Or no, our white levels are going to be low. We don't have a heightener in here, but we don't care. At the end of the day, I hide nothing. Bam, 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 bam.
It's so easy to find your next style. Everything is so cute.
Get on Depop. Sell your closet.
What if we had to go through all this really seriously? Just go through the freaking video.
Lil Dicky, quarter time show.
The virus died.
I'd rather watch this instead. I got this game. I know I got the first one. Never really understood it. Like I can't get into it. I know it's an amazing game, but I just can't get into it.
What does flexibility actually mean? It's working a 40-hour week or a 4-hour week.
YouTube is milking
Earning
commercials,
now
right?
and sa-
And this is our technology without heightener technology installed yet. That's what I explained to you. You need contrast to pick up detail. If your screen's producing too much of a white level, you can't see the detail. As you can see, you got two shades of white going on. The walls are a different color, shade of white, and then the background's a different shade of white. AK Nature Designer.
Getting that from YouTube.
I just say screwing this thing up. Now keep in mind, in the demonstration, anytime it involves OLED, any kind of OLED demonstration, the background must remain jet black at all times. One of the things I notice when people are trying to fake that demonstration, what they'll do is they'll zoom up on the screen as close as possible so to show you the contrast levels, but they'll basically try to exclude this area right here, which is the background. They don't want to show you that. They want to show you right up front. Because at the end of the day, if your screen can't pick up that black background, it's going to wash out. Much like your screen washed out in the color. That background OLEDs are jet black. So at the end of the day, how in the world are you displaying a gray screen of a demonstration that was designed for a screen that is jet black, a TV, as it was developed for? These are actually all TV demonstrations at the end of the day. Now for the gunmetal screens, at the end of the day, they don't display their technology against black screens. It's not even our technology in the day. They do those against white screens. On a white screen, the screens look amazing on a white screen. But mind you, this is not a white screen at the end of the day. If you have to sit in the dark to show off an OLED demonstration, there's something that's seriously wrong with your screen at the end of the day. You should be able to do that in a fully lit environment with no problem. As a matter of fact, you should be able to do it outside with no problem. See, can't pick up the background. And that fountain is really nice. Any water for that thing? Let's pull out the all-time favorite one. This is the all-time favorite one. You know why? Because he did this demonstration in the dark. I never understand that one. How do you have a projector with that powerful amount of contrast? 2 million to 1? And you're in the dark doing this demonstration? Are you kidding me? Oh, look at that. She bounced me out again. There's a new video right there. Cancel. Nature Desire 4K.
Getting that from YouTube.
Told you my Fire Stick has attitude issues. A lot of you not.
With the Dropbox guarantee, get your food delivered on time, guaranteed, or they'll make it right. Thank you.
Then I'll get that email from that special someone, which I'm going to show you at the end of the day if he does tell me another one. I said, but your white levels aren't that high. Again, I just told you like 100,000 times. Do you wash your ears out at the end of the day? Screen is at 15%. It doesn't even have the white heightener attached to it yet. And it's still producing amazing levels. So my customers that are sitting there putting in their pre-order invoices for this technology already get a chance to see the screen's progress as it goes along. They got a chance to watch the screen that they put money down on turn from, mind you, this screen went darker. So when we did the demonstration, I poured it out on the Phantom. They got a chance to see the difference between how black it is over the Phantom. And then doing the demonstration of getting the Surface ready, which was the old Surface, the original one, outside. We got to take that outside. It has to be out there for a while to see exactly how it's going to be to hell up to the rain, snow, sleet, whatever stuff's going to be thrown at it. As painting the screen on, I realized that the product we made is darker than the original. So now I got what I wanted because I said I wanted the screen slightly darker. So they get a chance to watch the screen test to test to test as it's going through its progress stage. Imagine you paid $556 for a screen. It looks just like an OLED and can sit there and beat $5,000 to $6,000 projection screens with no problem. It can show a difference between black fabric, black paint, and black film. And this is what you're going to be painting in your house at 150 inches or 160 inches. Like I said, we're only going to have 60 in the shopping cart. If you're not on the pre-order list, you can't get one. I'm definitely getting one. Once, two of this right here, I told you, I'm going to hook mine up. Already told you from the door. 178-inch, 235.1, boom, from one end to the next. Customized bookcase for the bottom to blend all this in real nicely. When that's done, upstairs in the office, 144. Upstairs in the back room, I haven't decided, 150, 140, I haven't decided yet. In that one yet? No, not yet. And I'm going to do myself a wallpaper one. I'm going to get the invisible, we got the invisible version of it. I'm doing my acoustic screens. Oh, yeah, definitely. Definitely. I like that super black. All right, let's get these off my screen because we pretty much moved our point here. I'm gonna have some fun. I gotta do some gaming off here too. The last time we did gaming, we had the smaller sample sheet, which now we got that at 80 inches now. Let's get a chance to check out some of the darker contrasts on here.
Grab a hot one, America. Free grain before the big game with Quaker Oats.
You know, the beautiful thing about it is, say your projector doesn't have a 50,000 one, 20,000 one, or 2 million to 1 contrast. You don't need it. The screen actually makes it look like it's black. Why would you need it? Your projector only has a 2,000 to 1 contrast, and look at it. All right, well, you guys checking this out. I got orders to process. The customer's taken care of for today because I got ship out today. Ship out today. I'll just bring in a chair. quick. Let me show you where my projector's at. That's where my projector sits at. My projectors, anytime we do demonstrations up here, they're around 14 to 15 feet from the screen. So in this environment here, it's 14 feet. And we pull them back. We don't have them up on top of the screen. We don't get that ultra short though nonsense. Oh, you're the most dangerous screen you can have, the jet black screen that can see white light. Samsung classic cars, 4K.
Getting that from YouTube.
Oh, this is oh, we got both of them on. I'm doing both of these. I like that. Look how black that screen is. That's the part I love the most. When those logos pop up, you see that jet black background. I love it. Look at that. We dropped. It has the color enhancement technology embedded into it. There's only one element missing out of it to finish it. That color to explode off the screen. I cannot wait to get mine set up. Now my custom gaming screen downstairs is going to be coated with this Black Widow technology because like I said, we got to obsolete some products. They can't hold their weight to it. Look at that red push. There's the chrome. Beautiful. Oh, we definitely got to pay on this one. Now see right here, see where that logo pops up? It says Los Angeles, California. I can never understand when gray screens do this. They skip this entire section right here. They just skip it. They go right to the car. You know why? Because you can't pick it up. You can't see that. Especially in a fully lit environment. You can't pick that up. They'll do this demonstration in the dark. I've seen this one in the dark multiple times. But they'll always skip this part right here. Now you see what it looks like when it's supposed to look like. True 100% black technology attached to it. And the lights on. So anything that comes on as black, you're seeing it 100% black. Not where a gray screen is going to give you a shade of gray. You're seeing it in 100% black. This is what I have in the projector with millions and millions of contrast capabilities. Because the screen is black, it doesn't make a difference what you run off it, as long as it's not knockoff. You're going to pick up 100% contrast every single time. solid black, then it went back to the image. That's what I'm talking about. When a gray screen does it, you see this faded, like washed out gray image, and then it tries to pull up a gray image. The screen reflects back to black because it's black. See the bars at the bottom? That's my screen that's not being hit. Look how black it is. Freaking love it. You have no idea how much I love black technology. When that screen, when the projector is changing, when it goes back into the screen, goes solid black, and then it changes over, man, you've seen a 100% black screen. The screen is darker than Phantom technology. Oh man, and it's still so bright, and it still doesn't have the technology we haven't had a chance to bid into. One of them comes today, two of them come today. So we're gonna wait till that gets here, the heightener gets here, and then we're gonna hit the screen again. We're going to do one couple of screens. We're going to spray them with paint cannons. We're going to show the invisible technology, that technology. Oh, man, I can't wait to start. I love it so much. Because usually when you're doing a demonstration, if the screen's not dark enough, if it's not black enough, you will see a little bit where the color is a little bit off, like the black numbers are a little bit off. So you'll see it a little lighter here, but you'll see it darker there. That's why at the bottom of the screen, I let the bars expose some of the screen. And if you notice, it's basically blending in, even the parts that are not being hit by the projector. Just to show you how dark the screen is. Watch when they show the lighter areas, you'll be able to see where the screen was not being hit by the projector. But when that black contrast comes on, it's going to blend into our screen. See right here at the green, right here at the bottom? You can see our screen right here that's not being hit with the projector, with the black image. But the minute the contrast comes on, it blends right into the screen. See? You think that would be a full screen. It's not. There you go. TLC, black and white.
Getting that from YouTube.
TCL, black and white. 4K demonstration.
Getting that from YouTube.
I think I butchered it, but I came and got it. They can see that real good. This is without the white heightener technology in it. The screen's still pushing it. Oh yeah, we did that demonstration. The black versus black, the black fabric. Knowing the screen didn't have the heightener attached to it. Why not? Why miss out on it? It's a good chance to challenge the technology and see what it can do. Now we're going to bring down a knockoff projector later on today to show you why you cannot use knockoff projectors. A bunch of them pushed through yesterday. Basically, I'm glad they called me first. Look down at the bottom of the page. In every shopping cart, we have a page here that will show you the projectors we only support. If it's not on that list, we don't support it. We suggest you do not buy the screen painter. I'm not going to show you something that's not going to work at the end of the day. Now, if you need help and you want to get rid of the projector, maybe you just bought it, maybe you can send it back, you need some help getting a good projector, I can help you out. I got a customer yesterday, and this is brand new. Right time, I told you, I always find these projectors, like when I'm looking for them, I never find them. Well, I find some of them, but not the ones I want. So, it's half and half. But anyway, I got him an Optima GT 5600 ultra short throw projector for $937. I used to have one of them here. That's a good projector. Usually, when I paid for mine, it was around $1,400. He got it for $937. Because the ultra short throw projector we had is not going to work on our products. I don't care if it's supposed to be DLP, 4K, whatever it is, it's not going to work. We got a page on there we call the fake projectors. You can go on there and you can see some of the customers who went ahead and bought this paint using these WeMax and Valve projectors, and the image came up dark. You can't see them. It's not going to pick it up. You're buying a projector that clearly lies about its specifications, like Valve projectors that sit there and say, hey, we do 4K. No, you do not do 4K. Cut that nonsense out. That's why when I go to your website, I can't get a specific pixelation count on your resolution on your projectors for 4K. I just get a 4K. That's it. Pixel shifting. Are you kidding me? No excuse for it. Don't get me started on a rant with them people at the end of the day. I went to a huge rant on their freaking. They got mad at me over there, but I don't care at the end of the day. You can't tell people that you're doing 4K. You're not doing 4K. Cut that nonsense out. It's not native 4K. I mean, I can see, like I said, at the end of the day, if native 4K didn't even exist, okay, then they're a good idea. Other than that, it does exist. So why in the world would you need it to begin with? I'm going to charge somebody $3,100. Are you kidding me? For a projector that can't do 4K? How much crack did one have to smoke to come up with that idea in a board meeting? Wow. At least charge cheaper for the projector. If you want to basically say that it doesn't do 4K, at least make it around $1,700 or $1,800. Lower than that, maybe. But not 31. Are you kidding me? One guy was contacting me talking about, well, defending the projector. Now, we wanted to buy paint from us, but he was defending the projector, saying, well, it's good, and so and so and so, and this, that, and the other. Well, if that's the case, then why are you contacting me? Oh, because it won't pull up in a fully lit environment. The colors are washed out. It doesn't pick up contrast at the end of the day because the only thing you have it on is a white screen or a gray screen at the end of the day. So that's why you're contacting us, because you're watching these black OLED screens pop off in our environment, on the ceilings, outside. You want the same thing. You don't want to be sitting in the dark. The only problem is your projector's not going to work with our products. Gotta get something with a bag. My phone's dying. Now, coming up this summer, we're going to do some pretty cool stuff. Not only going to be building some big, massive monster screens, but we're going to be doing some smaller, working with some Pico projectors. So we want to do some portable setups. Especially if you're camping. I'm getting a battery unit, another battery unit over here, and we're going to run our portable projector, our M1G Sonic, and we're going to be running a nice portable 50-inch screen coated with our technology. Do some outside camping. It's a pretty cool demonstration. All right, we got time for another one, and let me see. Let me see. We did some light ones there. Not much too much. Trying to find a black contrast demonstration we can do. Yeah, cancel. Samsung contrast demonstrations.
Getting that from YouTube.
I think we got over here.
One Sonic patty melt coming up.
Melt the cheese. Order up.
And that's a burger that actually looks like it's on the menu at the end of the day. My gripe is McDonald's. Your burgers never look the same as the menu. Why? Ooh, I know where I want to go at real quick. Let's go check out. They got some real good stuff over there. I was just in here a few minutes ago. I've been to LG in a while, so I'm gonna check out LG real quick. LG 4K demonstrations.
Getting that from YouTube.
I didn't say go to it. I said just go to the 4K, whatever. You hear that noise in the background? That's my fountain dehydrating. I love looking at the black screen before the image comes on. love it. I want to do, let me see. Look how dark the screen gets. Love it! I gotta go back for a minute. Look at the border right here. See right here, this is the area that the projector is not hitting. The contrast level on the screen is blending into the border. That is amazing. When a screen's not black enough, usually the display on the projector is going to show a much darker image. Everybody else just looking at the colors? No, I'm looking at the background the entire time. This is why I don't sleep anymore. This is when I'm up. At 12 o'clock, the minute I get up, bam, I get the pop, I get to jump on the screen. It's like Christmas time for me. The minute my eyes open up, I'm on the screen. That's why you see me at 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning. This is all I think about. This screen is amazing, man. I cannot wait to get mine done. I want it on a much bigger level now. I want it on a big 235 all the way across. Oh, I cannot wait. Look at that, the background remains jet black. Look at the color pop. Cannot wait. Man, forget buying an OLED TV. But it's not OLED. Yeah, you haven't seen my stuff yet. I'm in the market to shop and buy me an OLED TV. We got to do a comparison. Got to. Now keep in mind, the OLED TV is going to have an extremely powerful black level. So we're going to match against two different projectors. We'll drop at a projector with 3,000 to 1, and we'll drop at a projector with 2 million to 1. Then we'll do a demonstration. We'll take a gray screen, we'll put that on a 2 million to 1. And we'll take a projector at 2,000 to 1 and put that on our black technology. But the interesting thing about this was developed for the P2. Because I wanted to do this special showcase setup, mind you, the P2 next to the Cinemax. But man, this thing works on everything, man. Most of our technology does work on everything. That's the way it's designed to. That you don't have to have a $3,000 projector. As I told you before, we're not going to be using the projector like a main projector. My main screen is the one behind me. My acoustic, that's my main screen. If I'm watching anything, it's usually in that room over here. Everything in the house is just basically if I'm bouncing in and out, or I'm going to watch a movie or whatever. The main screen I watch on 20% before behind me. So no, you're not going to see that P2 sitting in there. That P2, when we get done with it, is going to go on top of a shelf because we're only just using it for demonstration. The screen I have in this room is going to be my 600 by 800 res 720p projector SVGA. That's what I use. Because at the end of the day, it just shows that we don't have to buy expensive projectors to make the screen look good. As I said before, you can have the most expensive projector in the world. If you ain't got the screen to match, you ain't got jack. Now, projector behind me, people would skip over this. Oh, it has a 2000 to 1 contrast. I wouldn't want that thing. Put it on this technology over here. Now it looks like it has a couple million to 1 contrast. Look at that. Look at that. I love it when the logos pop up. Like, Ken, you're getting too excited. Man, I'm like a kid in the candy store right now. Oh, man. I don't even know what to play on it next. I'm not going to sleep tonight. I'm not. I'm going to be jumping on the game system on here. I'm going to check Oh, World War Z. Oh, my goodness. World War Z has insane contrast levels. Yeah, we definitely got to do that.
I may be doctor needed for it, Johnson.
Oh, we just came off of this. It bounced me off of that for a minute. Oh, I gotta look at that OLED fish. We got to look at the OLED fish. Black. Oh, that's the one thing, man, that drew me to when I first saw OLED TV. It's the black background. I was always staring. I was like, wow, look how black the background is. It's insane. And the colors would come through and just pop right off the screen. I'm not going to sleep much tonight. Oh, we got to see this real quick. Nice colors on this one. I'm going to do 100 for the shopping cart. I do 100. All right, people, I gotta go. And first things first, I want to thank my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ for blessing us with such amazing technology. Oh man, I tell you, I'm gonna be on this thing all day. I can't wait to put the gaming applications on this. I did it on the small screen, but now we got a larger screen. Man, the screen is darker than what it was before. I sat there and said yesterday, I was like saying that, oh, it'd be nice if we can make it a little darker. And sure enough, God comes in and the ingredients changed a little bit and it's darker than what it is. It is, I love it. I freaking love it. God is absolutely awesome. Awesome, 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 awesome. You know, it's funny. The other day I was talking to somebody. I was putting an ad in for my website, and the guy comes on the website, looks at all the stuff we have over here. So, what did you go to school for chemistry? No, I didn't go to school for chemistry. All my training, everything I have comes from my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. At the end of the day, whether people don't believe it or not, I don't care. At the end of the day, this is where it comes from. At the end of the day, never went to school for chemistry, and I can understand all this information with no problem whatsoever. God is absolutely amazing. Gotta go, people. God bless. Yeah!